If all pupils join wildlife clubs, it can lead to famine because most of the land will be covered with trees planted.
My friend, when land is covered with trees cannot lead to famine. You can even plant crops or practice agriculture on land when it is covered with trees.
What I mean, if every pupil is given 50 trees to plant, if they go.
We all know that man is for environment and environment is for man. By the time you've damaged this, then it means you've really betrayed your country, you've betrayed people, and you really need to be charged with death penalty.
Under the Uganda human rights, we say a person has his normal rights. But if you use this eco-terrorism, there will be no right that is going to be also considered. Shouldn't we consider these people's rights?
For the past couple of days, we've been running debates, training, and the debate competition in the Rwenzori region. We've been in about 5 districts in Toroko, Bunyangabo, Fort Portal, Kabarole, and Bundubujo districts. And today we had the very final day here at Kasese, in Kasese Secondary School. So the debates have been about conservation, tree planting, and the like, but mostly it has been about initiating the conversation in young people in as far as their responsibilities, in as far as their energies, and what they can contribute in this climate change movement that is fast growing in the world. So we've had both primary and secondary schools participate. We had in total 11 schools surrounding Mount Rwenzori National Park. Those that were the schools that were chosen. And these schools have been able to showcase an incredible performance.
The beauty of debate allows one to research, learn to speak, and engage in conversations. You also learn to disagree without having to fight physically with someone, intellectually disagree. But you disagree on facts, because now you want to have a perspective of information.
The students have benefited. One, they have learned, they have come to learn about the environment. They are now exposed to the new environment which they never had before. They have come to learn some skills of administration. Like we say, some of them are learning now to be leaders in the communities.
I have benefit from this debate, how to manage wildlife. I have benefit how to plant trees. I have benefit the dangers of deforestation, cutting down trees on a large scale.
Before you cut a tree, you must plant 10 trees to represent the tree that you're going to cut. And I've learned that we children, we must be engaged in educating the population about wildlife club and their work and how it operates and the importance of it.
Although something isn't yours purposely, go ahead and conserve it. The forest isn't mine. I shouldn't cut it down. I should keep it for the formation of rain and all the good things that come with keeping our environment safe, conserving it, and everything else.
Because what I'm facing right now is the consequences of maybe what people who have lived 10 years ago did. And those are the consequences I'm living today. And the pain I'm feeling and the sadness is not the same tears that I want. The people may be coming in 5 years, 10 years to come to also shed the same tears. Our dear judge, we would really like to look at this, that it is going to become an example. It will be a tactic that will stop others also from endangering the environment. Unless the negators justify that what we are talking about is not good enough to live our lives with a balanced ecosystem that they also need for them to live, then I would really like to rest my case. If you want to live for more than 30 years, then I beg you proceed this side and then we follow the capital offense penalty, which is death penalty. With this, I rest my case.
WWF and the Hempo Foundation contacted Miss Tourism Rwenzori to be able to run this campaign. This is a project that we've wanted to run for a long time, but it is also a very expensive project. And for them to partner with us to actually bring it to life is something that we are truly, truly grateful for.
Hempo as a project has been operating in the Rwenzori along there, the buffer. And we are doing forest landscape restoration along the buffer of Rwenzori Mountains National Park. Here we are engaging the father and the mother in a household. to plant trees in the buffer. But then now the child is left out. And that's why we came out with a component of the wildlife clubs in schools. These wildlife clubs, especially the debate we've had today, is to give courage to this teenager to speak. We believe that when they are out there, they will not fear to talk about environmental conservation because they have the confidence.
If you look at the enrollments we have in school, it is a big population. And we are looking at debating in schools in regard to environmental conservation being a big opportunity. If every learner can plant a tree at home and even at school, we shall have a Uganda that is full of green, and then the environment will be conserved.
Now, in these schools, we are having a wildlife club, which club is having 30 members. So these 30 members are our ambassadors in these different schools. And so they are able to mobilize all other students in the school to make sure that they spread the gospel about environmental conservation and the climate change issues that are happening.
These children are very, very, very important to champion the cause of conservation. Because one, they are still young, they are in school, they come from different families, different communities. They can tell a story to the rest of the community members, and the community members will actually listen to them. Secondly, they are at a stage where they are able to take in new knowledge and new guidance and new advice. So sharing with them environmental education is very, very important, because that is knowledge that they are going to keep with and they are going to use in future, but also contribute positively to the conservation of the environment and wildlife.
That the winner of the first ever WWF Wildlife Debates is, drum rolls please. You don't know drum rolls? Kitovia Primary School. The best team of not just this debate but this tournament was, say it with me. Hey, you don't know? Kasese second. Debate is mostly about intellect, your ability to analyze critically things that have been presented unto you. So in this debate, we were seeing which team was able to critically analyze the need of the motion and give reasons, and also give a strategy on how to address that need. And Kasese did an incredible job.
No, I want to appreciate WWF for organizing this kind of debate. We have worked with them in environmental conservation and specifically wildlife conservation for very many years. So I want to thank them so much for that continued support towards the cause of environmental conservation.
But we intend to have drama, we intend to have the skits, we intend to have songs, anthems, and poems as intangible packages for the clubs. We intend to have the schools engage them in planting trees, especially the schools that have at least some bit of land where we can plant trees. In the same school, we are able to tap into the teachers and the parents. And if you tap them from the school and take an example at the general meeting, you are able to say every teacher is taking 2 or 5 seedlings for planting. It will also be massive. And in doing so of these activities, we are able to achieve our mission where we live in harmony with nature.
Yes, we need to encourage all the school-going children to join wildlife clubs, and maybe also take it further and involve all the community members, especially around protected areas, to join wildlife clubs, because we would want them to make a contribution towards the conservation of these wildlife resources.